Hello everyone. In this video, I will explain dynamic memory allocation in C. What is dynamic memory allocation? When we create any variable in C, memory actually allocated at compile time. Now, there are situations where we don't know in advance how many memory we need to store variables. For example, let's say we are going to store some element in a array and we don't know number of elements which we are going to store in an array. So what we're going to do, we will create an array of very huge a very huge array we will create, and it might be possible that the number of element stored in that array are very less. So in that case, memory space will be wasted. So dynamic memory allocation, this is a technique. It allow a programmer to allocate memory at runtime. So in C, how we going to allocate memory at runtime? So for those things we are having function malloc, calloc. So in this video I will explain usage of malloc. So what I'm going to write, I'm going to create a array dynamically using dynamic memory allocation concept. So in C, when we create array in C, let's say we want to create a array. So here we have to specify number of element in advance. How much space you need. So this number has to be specified here. We cannot specify any variable here. So for dynamic memory allocation, we will going to create a array which will be created at runtime. Memory will be allocated at runtime. So for that thing, we need to create a pointer for, let's say, integer type pointer, and then we are going to create a number variable n. So in this variable n, we are going to store how many number of elements the user going to store. So we will ask this value from the user, and we will store this value on n. Okay, so let's say user wants to store 5. So in that case, we will create an array of 5 elements. If user wants to store 100 numbers, we will create an array of 100 elements. So there won't be any wastage of memory. So here we will use our malloc function. What is the syntax of malloc? In malloc, we need to specify how much space, memory space we want. So here you can directly write 2 bytes because integer variable need 2 byte, and if we're going to allocate memory for 5 elements, so this will be 5 multiply 2, but we are going for this syntax because the integer data type, size of this integer data type is compiler based. Some compiler are using 2 bytes, some compiler are using 4 bytes. So size of int, it will be automatically return what is the data size of integer data type in the compiler where you are compiling your program, and then here we will pass n. So let's assume integer data size is 2 byte. So this variable is having number of element we're going to store in array. This number is multiplied with 2 and it will give number of bytes which need to be allocated. So this statement will create a array of n element. So let's now store value in array. So for that thing, simply we will take one for loop and we will make it less than n I plus plus, and here we will ask from the user, enter element, and we will store that element in I index, and we will save this program, and we will try to execute it. So 1.c. So here when you try to compile your program, you will get one error. And why is that? Because okay, we have missed this one 10%. Here actually we forgot to include header file for malloc function malloc.h. So now it's okay. Going to again. So this program is compiled and we will now run it. So let's say we want to create a simple array of three elements. So it will ask three value. Done. So this program actually allocate memory whatever is needed. So this program not going to waste any memory. So that's why this dynamic memory allocation is very important in C programming language. I hope you like it. Thank you very much for watching.